Hi, Sagittarius. I am so excited to bring you your reading. This reading equates to what energies or obstacles you need to release, and what is a possible outcome if you are able to overcome those challenges. And for you, the life path is actually 11. And that is just it's funny. I actually had to take a break after pulling your cards. So I don't know if you guys are just so exhausted. And you do have food and hunger there. So we will look into what's going on. I had to have some protein. I just had to, literally, I was floored. So I actually had to take some time and stop and eat and rest. So maybe that is something going on with you. But you guys have the divine path of 11. And that's just like being psychic without even knowing that you're psychic. And I was just talking to my cousin because my mom's side of the family is like totally psychic, but they actually don't even realize they're psychic because it just comes so natural to them to do the little things that pop up in their head. And one of the aunts she was talking about is a Sagittarius. So you Sagittariuses, your life path you're supposed to meditate on is being naturally psychic. And just know that, you guys are more evolved than the rest of us. So it might actually frustrate you or maybe you irritate you that we don't, sometimes we struggle, the rest of us struggle with what path to take in life. But I'm just really hearing that you're being called to look at that as our divine path. Like, don't struggle and like try and like teach us the way it should be, I guess. So maybe that resonates with somebody here. I'm going to give you your oracle messages that I got first. So first I got for you guys, she who remains. So Manatili. A powerful devotion and true worth. So I really feel like, and now I'm feeling really grounded. I really feel like you guys are stable in your truth. You just, like things come naturally to you, like the right thing is coming naturally to you. And that usually comes from a lot, if you look around her, there's a lot of pointy crystals. That does usually come from a lot of heartbreak and lessons in the past. So the Sagittarius is that I am reading for. I really feel like this is the powers that you are encompassing right now. And then we have She Who Flies, Valeris, Dare, Do, and Reach. All right, and that easy, the more breezy energy is really what I feel has a possibility to come in for you here. Let's just look at the rest of the cards here. All right, and for the energies upcoming, we have the Fool and the Queen of Wands. So, I do feel that you guys, know your passion, do have a spark of energy to you. Like I said, you guys know your path that you're on. You don't necessarily need to know where it's leading, but you do see the path before you, and you do have a lot of trust. And that trust comes from the spiritual guidance that, you guys just have naturally, apparently. And next we have redirect, refocus needed. So it looks like something's going to be changing in your energies upcoming. But I think you guys, like I said, are just naturally psychic. You're going to be able to, easily maneuver those things. And I'm just seeing like somebody like turning around in the other direction and just going that way. So, I don't really feel like that's going to hold you back. All right. And we got Child's Play, Reveal Your Gifts, and Forest, Strong Foundation for you guys next. And like I was saying, you guys are so strong in the truth of who you are. But yeah, Saggies are also super playful. And I think that this is indicating to me that one of your gifts that you can show people is kind of your dual nature, how you can be strong and have a strong foundation and have a strong moral side, but also Sagittariuses are just so funny. They're the funniest people I know, I think. And also be playful, and that child's play that you work into it really is a gift to people around you. That is, your gift that lights people up and actually, teaches them. And I'm getting like people look up to you. I don't even feel like you know this about yourself, Sagittarius, but people look at you and just find joy and just like awe in your structure, your stability, but also your ability to be like totally weird and silly sometimes. And I know that's how I feel about like the Sagittariuses that I know. So you guys should know that. And the past situations affecting the present is the Star along with the Nine of Cups. And I really do feel like you guys possibly went through some situations of struggle. You were, you put your love towards things. You really have healed yourself in the correct way, from and just to the left to me is something in the past. So there's you have put a lot of love towards yourself and healing towards yourself. So I really do feel that like that's where your stability and just knowing and truth is coming from. You guys just seem like really old souls. Yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles also is very, very stable. Like you bring forth, like, and I'm getting truth chills, you guys bring forth like a stability. It took a long time maybe for you to get to that stability, but the Knight of Pentacles always shows up eventually. It's small steps in the right direction. So you guys, this is what's in the past influencing you now. And next we have Mars, I am. So you guys are just so sure of yourself. You go towards challenges with passion and courage. You trust your path, and that's really what people are looking towards. And then I have the Aurora Borealis, that like you light up your environment without even trying, just like I said before, without even knowing. Just you guys being strong and confident and level-headed but still able to play is just a real gift to those around you. Now let's look at the possible obstacles in the way of your path. All right, here. I'm just looking at all the cards here. Okay. So your possible obstacles are building prosperity and wealth and deep emotions. So I feel like you guys are just so grounded and have worked so hard in your personal past and really going into your emotional self and healing that you're actually, by the Two of Swords, unable to see, and by the Nine of Swords, that other people are not on the same path as you, that are not as evolved as you in your life. So just like I said in the beginning of the reading, you guys are really being asked to see, that you guys personally are evolved souls. And geodes, see the beauty within that particular process. See the beauty of other people's paths and the lessons that they truly have to learn for themselves. And know that, it's going to work out fine for them as well. The best thing you can do, Saggies, I feel, is, knowing who you are. And you guys have done a lot of work there. And other people, by seeing how strong and well adjusted and stable you are, by seeing the beauty within yourself, you're gonna just, that's the best way to heal other people around you, is just by being an example. All right, and another possible obstacle is mother, food, and hunger. And that kind of relates to just me feeling totally exhausted and hungry. After, I actually threw your cards twice. I was just oh, I just couldn't get with it. I feel like you guys put so much into your passion and your prosperity and giving to other people that you actually are being told that you need to take time to also mother yourself. Just have a gentler outlook on yourself, and make sure to nourish yourself. And through nourishing yourself, I feel like it's really going to loosen up your energies towards other people, because it doesn't, this isn't a time to go full bore. We have a lot of things happening, a lot of things changing, and I know you guys are probably used to doing this, but It's just a time for everybody to slow down, take one step at a time. And you especially, because I do feel like you're like spiritual food for other people and leaders for other people. And to do that, that takes a lot of energy. And you're just being asked to like encompass the mothering spirit within yourself so that you can really, shine that out to other people. Okay, and this is actually just perfect. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And yeah, I feel like you guys, either physically or in a spiritual realm, or through your volunteerism or through your work, just are so used to giving yourself to other people because, I mean, that's how you are really enriched. But I feel like at this time, God's spirit, the divine, is saying, it's time to just slow down. Like, you've done so much work on yourself. It's just time to be stable and, really have some rest and replenishment within yourself. I really felt so exhausted, you guys. And I'm glad this card came up, because if you guys are feeling like this, like, know that your angel spirits, guides, they've seen that you've done the work. Like, God's seen that you've done the work on yourself. And it's time to just kind of, I'm just feeling like pulling back from things you feel spread in all directions. And it's just time for you to take some refuge. And next we have Immorano. Where are you being called to journey to? All right. And I really feel, the only time we can really see a new spiritual path ahead of us is when we do take that refuge. So, instead of taking action towards something else, or, starting new projects or starting new things, you're really being called to, yes, you can think about these things and you can dream about these things, but, he's standing still. Don't take any action at this point. Just, kind of keep yourself nourished, imagine the possibilities, and wait for those signs that this is opening up and being brought to you. Otherwise, you're just going to end up exhausted, and you can't function that way. All right, and for the possible energies coming in, if you're able to get over that, we have the Six of Wands, and that is success after, hard work and trials, but like people in the background celebrating you, like seeing you for who you are. And I'm just really feeling like with the circle that this is a natural evolution for you guys. Like, you guys are, with the divine path of 11, are clearly super psychic. And don't even realize it. And just by slowing yourself actually down and realizing that other people, aren't on a fast and kind of evolved path as you, by not trying to help everybody all the time, letting them learn their lessons, you guys are really going to be successful in that, and people are going to be able to look up to you even more. Yeah, and Four of Swords, I really feel like you guys just will take some rest and replenishment. You guys are exhausted. Like, I have never had a reading knock me out like that. I've done readings like this morning and I was knocked out by you guys. Like, I actually felt nauseous. Like, I'm dizzy. I just had to sit down, like, literally. Yeah, so if you take this rest and relaxation, you're going to become even more stable, able to lead other people with the kindness and your intuition that you're known for. And then next we have Pearl. Find the pearl, gift treasure. And I'm really feeling that this is actually you seeing the pearl in the cycles of life. Like, with the circles there, it's also spiritual guidance, but I really feel that you guys are being evolved to the point of, knowing who you are, but also respecting who other people are and where they are on their journeys. Not having conflicts with people, like, oh God, which would be such a gift to us in this world right now if you guys are encompassing that feeling. Like, even though people have other paths and other opinions, to just see their passions and opinions that differ from yours, or their different standpoints, as like a beautiful thing, that at least they have a passion for something. And that you know your path very clearly, but we don't necessarily always see everybody else's path. And sometimes there's lessons and trials and just different paths or different beliefs that people have to go through. And you're just being really asked to see that and accept that for the beautiful thing that it is, because it does all come from spirit. And it says, you can fill your heart with joy by serving others, charity. All right, now I do feel like after you guys take this time to relax, you will be able to serve others. But like I said, the message in this reading is about serving others just by your own joy, just by your own stability, just by being open and allowing and truly encompassing your divine path, which is an entirely spiritual one. And being religious or being close to God or your guides or angels, that is all about allowing everyone else to see things different than you, but not judging them. And I really feel like Sagittariuses are really the first evolving to this point, and that's just so beautiful because, if people are different from you and you're like, especially with politics nowadays, and you really push them away or argue with them, it doesn't help them to grow. Even if your opinions are vastly different, it really pushes people away. And right now, people really need acceptance and love from everyone in this world, especially people that have different viewpoints. So that's beautiful. It says, as your project will grow only as tended and nurtured. But being tended and nurtured is like growing a baby or growing a garden. It's small little steps. And I'm just seeing that with the little dots on the path there. You don't grow a garden overnight, and, you don't nurture yourself overnight either. So just slow it down, Sagittarius. Like, gosh, I know you got a bunch of energy. And you got a male air sign. So Gemini is actually your opposite sign right now, if you look at the lunar nodes. And that really is beautiful, coming into your reading with what you're going to be encompassing with that. So the highest forms of Gemini are being open and allowing to all, being, allowing others their life to meld with your life, even if they're different. Looking and being interested and curious about the ways of other people and, their different ideals and different beliefs, and just, the seeking of knowledge. So maybe some of you guys are, bringing in a new educational journey right now, or seeking new knowledge, or just inquiring new knowledge. But I really feel like, thank goodness your energy is just so much smoother now. It's just one step at a time, Sagittarius. Like, you guys, your intuition is aligned right now. It's on fire, and knowing things like you know them, I know won't make you want to push through things. But it's just one step at a time, like slow going motion. Don't worry, things will speed up to your pace again. But right now, it's just kind of relaxing, seeing the path you're on, like seeing the beauty in all you've built, and then allowing to see the beauty in other people's path as well. Okay, Sagittarius. Well, that was a beautiful reading, and I'm glad I took the rest. I hope you guys take the rest that is being indicated for you as well. And I'm always happy to do your energy reading. I did make an Instagram and Facebook page for NerdistEmpath, so I plan to go on there live if any of you need. I'll do personal readings or answer questions or whatever, just to really connect with you guys more during this time. So thank you, Saggies. Your reading was beautiful. Have a good day.